Hi everyone! This is the hat I'm going to be showing you how to make. And you can do this hat in so many different ways. You can even make it without a brim for a man. And included in this video are instructions on how to change the size from a baby to a preteen to an adult size. The video on how to make the flower and the leaves will be in the video entitled Part 2 of this same video. So you will need 3 different colors of yarn, and as always this is Caron Simply Soft. It's 100% acrylic yarn, which is my favorite. So 3 different colors of yarn, and I used a G hook, but you can really use any size hook you want. And so come along as I show you how to make this cute hat, and don't forget to watch the Part 2 of this video. To start with, you're going to take 3 chains, 3 foundation chains, and leave about an 8-inch end, because this is how we are going to mark our rounds rather than a safety pin. We'll just pull up the end through a round, and then we can tell which round we're on. So after you've done 3 chains, pull through a slip stitch, and then in every chain take 2 single crochets. And that will make 6 single crochets when you come back to the start. So that was your round 1 with 6 single crochets. For this next round, in the next stitch, only do 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch, do 2 single crochet. And so you're taking an increase in every other stitch. An increase is when you put 2 stitches into 1. So I just took an increase right there, and so my next one, I will do 1, and then 2, until you come back to your original spot. So that was my second round, and now I have 9 single crochet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this end right through my beginning spot, so I can always know where I'm stopping and starting. And for each round, just pull that through so you can remember where the beginning of your round is. So for this next round, do exactly what you did on the previous round. You're going to be taking an increase in every other stitch. So since you ended with an increase here, you're going to go on and just do 1 stitch in this one, and then an increase. So an increase in every other stitch until you come back to your original spot. So I finished my 4th round, and I went ahead and just did the 5th round as well, because it was the exact same as the 4th round. So do your 5th round with 1 increase in every other stitch. So this is my 6th round that I'm going to start. I've ended with an increase, and then I'm going to take 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 in each stitch, and then an increase. 1, 2, and that's your pattern for all the way around. Increase, single crochet, increase. And I apologize for this dark yarn. I'm giving this hat as a gift to my mother-in-law, and she likes chocolate brown. So I hope you can see that okay. It's an increase, single crochet, and increase all the way around. So I finished up my 7th round with my increase back here, and again, just finish up the round with a few more single crochet. It doesn't have to be exact. So for this next round, you're going to do 12 single crochet and then an increase. 12 single crochet and then an increase. Finished up my 8th round increase right here, and so I didn't get to finish all 12 single crochets. So just finish however many it takes to get back to the beginning of the round. And this round, rather than counting how many single crochets to take, I want you to look at your previous row, and you're going to do an increase in between where you have taken your previous row's increases. So here's mine, right here and right here. That's where I took my increases on my previous row. So I'm going to take it somewhere in the middle. And again, it doesn't have to be exact, just as long as you're not doing your increases on top of your previous row's increase. So for this 9th round, do an increase in between every increase from your previous row. and then just single crochets in between. Here on this 10th round, this is where you could stop doing your increases and make this for a baby, for a 0 to 3 month size baby. So at this point you would do 1 single crochet in every stitch, and that will make the hat start to come down, and you will do that until you get it to the length that you want right before the brim. So again, this is where you, if you want to make it for a newborn to 3 months, you will start doing 1 single crochet in every round. So let's keep taking our increases, because this is for an adult size. And I am going to end this round with an increase, because it's in between my previous row's increases. So the instructions for this round are the exact same as for the last round. Look at your previous row and do your increase right in between your previous row's increase. So I finished up my 10th row increase right there, and so I just finished up with some more single crochet. And for the 11th and 12th round, you will do the exact same as you did for your 10th. You're going to continue to take 1 increase in between your previous row's increase, and do that for 11th and 12th round. After your 12th row, if you are making this for a baby up to a year old, this is where you would start doing single crochets in every round. And that's the good thing about crochet hats. They really do fit a really big range of sizes. So that would be good, you know, from 6 months up to 18 months for this size if you just start making single crochets. So for the 13th round and the 14th and the 15th, continue on as we have been doing, taking 1 increase in between the previous row's increase. So for 3 more rounds. I just finished my 15th round, and this is the point where if you want to make this hat smaller than an adult size, this is where you would continue on with a single crochet in every single crochet. And that would be like a size 3-year-old up through a pre-teenager. So this is an adult hat, so I'm going to keep going with my increases, but this is the row where you would start if you're making a smaller size. So I want you to do 3 more rows of increases, so round 16, 17, and 18 will all have 1 increase in between the previous row's increase. So do 3 more rounds that way, and then we will come back. So before we go on, I want to show you about where you need to start making the brim. And if you're making this for a boy, you can just stop the hat right there, and it's perfect for a boy. This girl hat, you want to stop right above the eyebrows and a little bit covering the ears. And if you're doing a baby's hat, you're going to want to do only about 2 inches. I did about 19 rows of single crochet, but everybody's hat's going to be different, so you can't really skip this step. You have to be able to try it on. You want the hat to fit well. So when it fits about like this, that's where you will start making the brim. And I will tell you how to do that. For the very first round of the brim, and it doesn't matter where you start, you will be taking 2 increases. So I've started my first increase right here. I have 2 stitches into 1. Take 1 more increase in the next stitch, and then do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So you have increase, increase, single crochet, increase, increase, single crochet. And that's the pattern until you come back to the start. Alright, so after that first row of the brim, this next part is really easy. You can make it as long or as short as you want, but it just consists of 1 single crochet into every stitch. And I usually make my brim about 3 rounds around. But you can try it on and see how you like it. For little babies, you might decide you just want 1 or 2 rows. For bigger adults with bigger heads, you can go up to, 5 or 6. But I'm going to do 3 rounds of 1 single crochet into every stitch, and then we will come back.